I am my own heir. Will is the pimp of appetite. To believe that heaven can fit within hell. To go and to stay, and in staying to depart. Cats, in truth, are a perfect index of love. They say that anticipated sorrows kill twice over. Forgiving the vanquished is the triumph of victory. I know not the reason for the unreason that afflicts my reason. Give me weapons, then, since you are but stones, since you are but bronze. With a few flowers in my garden, half a dozen pictures and some books, I live without envy. When aggrieved peoples rise up and resolve to act, they never return without bloodshed or vengeance. Any wise book is a friend, for if it tires one, it ceases to speak. That offers counsel and issues reproof in private. Alonso shall be yours, for I hope you will find happiness with a man who is, in Castile, the pride of Medina, the flower of Olmedo. To believe a heaven can fit within a hell, to give one's life and soul to disillusionment, this is love. He who has known it understands. And that the only remedy was to cast one's gaze elsewhere, taking artful revenge by diverting one's thoughts, for love was a cruel bitterness. He was a fine, handsome tomcat, as gallant as he was amorous, with white whiskers and an open face, merry eyes and steady pupils the color of diamond-flecked emeralds. Once washed, and with paws she had just licked and dressed in her marten fur finery, she sang a sonnet, her voice forming in her throat with as much grace as the musician of Thrace might possess, though anyone hearing it would recognize it as feline music, full of chromatic discords that would drive the very mice to the devil. Spring was already peeking through. Woman is man's greatest good, and it is madness to call her his greatest evil. She is often his life and his delight, yet often his death and his poison. A heaven to the eyes, candid and serene, yet often likened by me to hell. For her goodness I proclaim her worth to the world, for her harshness I condemn the severity she visits upon man. She gives us her blood, she nurtures us. An instrument of lighter tone, a soft love song to soothe anger and disdain, the sorrows and the joys, not entirely forgetting the fierce asterisk tarantara drumbeat, yet tempered by the whistling of the sonorous rogue. Be that as it may, I will always esteem and adore the divine genius of this gentleman, taking from him what I understand with humility and admiring with veneration what I am unable to understand. To love because one sees love is envy, and to be jealous before one loves is a wondrous invention of love, one deemed impossible. My love has sprung from jealousy, born of the vexation that, despite being more beautiful, I was not fortunate enough in being loved to merit what I envy. I am mistrustful without cause, jealous without love, though in feeling this way I must surely love, for I desire to be loved. I neither yield to force nor do I defend myself. I wish to make myself understood without saying a word. Let him who can understand me. I understand myself. To desire because one sees desire would be envy, were it not that the observer, seeing love, would love too. For before loving one might think not to love, yet afterwards would love having seen love. Love, considering what pleases, reveals itself in another's power. For just as color rises to the face, so what stirs the soul rises to the tongue. I say no more, for I risk offending the greater by speaking of the lesser, if indeed I am unworthy, shunning as I do the state of bliss. I offer only what I understand, for what I do not deserve, I do not claim to understand, lest I imply that I deserve it.